Well, I see the program has me down as summarise. Well, I think it's concluding and wrapping up the conference. I'll certainly wrap it up. I don't think I'm going to attempt to do any conclusion or summary of really what's been 3 days of some intense conversations with the workshops and then the last 2 days of the conference. To try and do that at this hour of night in 10 minutes would be far too hard. Look, the aim of this conference was to report back to you on the outcomes from what is a pretty large and extensive research program in the forest growing space that's being funded by the Forest Growers Levy. And if you sort of reflect on what we've covered over the last couple of days, it ranges right across the forest growing sort of value chain from advanced biotechnologies that we heard about from Glenn and including all the GE work that's being done and some challenges in there, across breeding, soils, nutrients, silviculture, remote sensing, pests and pathogens, fire, wildings, new wood products, growth modelling, big data and machine learning, right through to harvesting and logistics. So it truly has covered the forest growing value chain. And as well as, I think, addressing some of those pretty important issues like pretty high priority issues such as ensuring that our workers are safe, our activities are not impacting on the environment, and dealing with some of the licence to operate issues that we're facing. So, we've covered all of those things, and we've also covered updates on related areas. The Radiata Pine Breeding Company, Brent, thanks very much for coming along and connecting up with this program. Things have been a bit separate in the past, but I think we made some good progress there, and obviously breeding and all the work that's being done here are pretty close cousins and related. So, export log fumigation, I think Don has gone, but clearly there's some interesting challenges in that space, and in the bioprotection area with Travis Glare looking at some of the more sustainable methods that we'll have to look to in the future around pest and pathogen controls. It's been a full couple of days, and we've certainly covered a lot of ground. In wrapping up, I would like just to thank all the session chairs that have guided us through, and the presenters who I think have done a sterling job really in preparing and presenting on the research program. The brief that we give to the presenters is keep out of the science detail, focus on the results, don't tell us about your science methodologies, tell us about the results, what it means to forest growers, how much more money they can make, and how can they improve the safety and sustainability of their operations. So I think we may not have got there 100%, but I think we made a pretty good, I think all the presentations really did a pretty fine job of focusing in on those outcomes and what it means. So I think with that we'll draw the session, draw the conference to an end. So thank you all for firstly attending. Thanks for all of your questions and the interactions over the coffee and the lunch and so on. And safe travels home. Thank you.